Gary.
I'm Melanie.
And these are our kids. And we are Simple Life Reclaimed. We are back. It's a whole nother day, and today I've got help.
Yeah.
So I'm super happy about that. I also have gotten a lot further than what you guys have seen.
Yeah, Gary last time was out here working on all of this, and he actually got the other side done too.
Yeah.
So not only does Gary have little old me for help, but we actually have Brittany.
No.
The pregnant one.
Yeah, she's not really doing too much today and decided, hey, I want to get out of the house. Put me to work.
No.
So, yeah. What is today's end goal?
End goal wise is hopefully to have metal on the side completely, you know, and all that will be left is this front side.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to be shy on metal. My math has not been mathing, all right, with this metal, and it's my own fault. I did the rookie mistake. I'm hoping I'm not off now with all my other metal.
Yeah.
So
there will be a trip into town to get that last little piece over there, and hopefully that's going to be the only piece that we're going to need. We're about to find out today though, by putting up all of this metal right here up and around the building and getting her all secured. So I guess there ain't no time like the present. We better get busy.
Yep. So what we're going to need to do first things first is gather some wood.
Okay.
Put on the inside of these pieces so we don't have screws sticking out.
There's long ones, and then there's this pile over here, which might be the better pile, Britt, because they're skinnier and lighter. And for the purpose, we're just trying to, yep, like we just want something for the screws to back up into. Like, yeah, he did say they could be skinny.
Might have to remove some nail.
Yeah, so here, let's see how big this one is real quick. Yep. We are, that's big, but we could cut that. We got the saw over there. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. And there's a lot in here. Brittany and I are gonna get to pillage in this pile. I'm gonna take them over to Gary. Keep this thing a-rolling.
So I can leave a gap, create some sort of airflow in there. So if I did them all at 80, that'd be fine. They don't need to be touching. So I'm going basically 80 is almost close to, giving me close to about like a, I don't know, half an inch. I could probably do 80 and a half, but I feel like 80 is gonna be good. Let me check the middle, see what it's saying here. Yeah, 80 is gonna hit that top. 80 might end up hitting here and there on certain spots. $80 inches looks like that's what it is. So I gotta cut this metal out for the side. I'm gonna go with 80 inches. I checked this side already, and that was basically about 80 inches as well. There's gonna be some points where I might end up having to shove the metal down a little bit more and get it really tight at the bottom, but I can move that dirt around a little bit too at the bottom. So, anywho, let's get some metal kit. I'm going to 80 inches. So I marked the top ribs so I can see if this thing's really square or not.
Squaw, go fetch them firewood. Tiger lily. Tiger lily. Yes.
So you can just set them over there close to where you guys are going to be working. So wherever you guys want to be grabbing them.
Since we are getting right in the thick of this, I wanted to take a second and say thank you to Michelle for sending me this awesome bag. I'm using it. It fits really well, and it's definitely coming in handy to help me carry all these tools.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a freaking rock. All right, I'm gonna do it the Gary way.
Now I could probably hit this up with my grinder or my circular saw and just cut it straight, but you know, I do like those shears. Those shears are pretty nice. They cuts pretty much like butter. It doesn't take too much time either. So now that I got a good straight line right there, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep on cutting.
I'd say that's a pretty good start on the piles. We got, this is all like the little scrap ones that we're probably going to be using as filler. And then we've got this little pile of the 65-inch cuts that will work to go in between the bars on both of the sides. So Gary is just about ready with our first piece of metal. And we're going to get this thing going. I'm so excited.
See how this is gonna go. So you want the tabs, so we're gonna go this way, unless you guys want to work the other way.
You're
So you can't just set it down and go up. You gotta come up at it. So we're gonna wanna try to pull it and align it as best as we can and where it is, because that's it. You know?
You gotta go grab him a first few screws and you can tap him.
So now you can zap in, right? We're at that corner down there. We're up here at this corner. I'll zap that and I'll probably kick that up. I'll give you guys your first little piece. And when we screw in this next one, it will pull this one down a little. So now what you got to do is when you're going to zap these guys in, that's where you're going to hold those pieces. One of y'all will be in here holding the piece here and here, and you can roughly estimate where it's going to hit. You can zap one in here and then come over to this side to where it's going to hit, and you just pull that bar up and try to stay in that line.
Or is it in it? You gotta push on it? Yeah. Okay. Is it in it? No?
No. Back out and then do it again. Okay. Try it out.
Try it out. That should be in it. Yep. Okay. Get it? Oh. All right, y'all. So we are literally on our first one, and our plan is temporarily being foiled. So what's happening is Brittany, go ahead and put that board up there. Brittany is putting the board up to where it's going, and I'm on the other end trying to screw that in, but it's not quite long enough. If you actually take it off, you'll see that this tip right here doesn't actually have any threads on it to catch onto this piece of wood. The screws are just
Popping out.
yeah, it's ever so slightly too short. What I think that is going to work out good for me and Britt is Britt's going to be on this side and she's going to line it all up, and we're going to get this wood kind of situated first in the line, so that way we know that the wood backing is there holding it. And then after we have the line there, then we're going to come on the other side and we're going to do the metal.
Working on the paneling.
Yeah, and tap them all in. So
Bucket.
yeah, now
Big boy.
they're drywall screws, so they're not necessarily made for this, but that's what happens when you're doing like an upcycled project.
You want to hit your head. I'm at the flaps. I don't know how low he wants it.
Just do it right above the pole. Yeah.
I got one of them to fit. I tried using that as a template. It works on the back too, but it does not work right there for whatever reason. So I'm gonna have to cut a whole different piece right there. So that is that. Mel has gotten this side pretty much there, as well as you guys have seen the progress. We've gotten this side completely done. She's at the point where I got to cut that last piece for right there. So I'm gonna get the old tape measure out, measure that piece out, get it cut, and we'll keep on rolling. We're on to we're gonna be on to the sides here real soon. Brittany made us some lunch, so I think we're gonna eat real quick and then get back. Huh? Did you make me a quadruple?
I have. It's.
You made me a quadruple is what it is.
There you go.
Hey, all right, I'm down. I'm down.
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
This is
That's
good.
gonna be good.
Good stuff.
It's gonna be good.
Thanks,
All right. That looks about right. I got them all in. Now it is time to figure out exactly where this door is going to stand and be. Once we get this up, we can figure out exactly levelness and we can do the metal on the front end. We've been going back and forth like no tomorrow with trying to figure out what we're going to do up here. So we'll discuss that here with you guys here in just a second. But first things first, let's get a door in so we can walk in and out of here. I actually have my old walkway frame that, you know, I used when we did the basement. It was still just sitting there off on the side, and I said, you know what, let's grab that, let's use that. That could be a really, really good add-on to where we can just use that, cut the pieces, and make a door from there. So which way do you want the door to open?
Well, you want the door to swing out, right?
Yeah, which way though?
Probably the same as that one.
Same as that one, so let's put the level on this side. See where we are. Oh, okay, so I'd say right about there is level, it looks like. I'd say zap that guy in. Do me a favor, zap one at her bottom foot. All right, you're good. Now it should hold. That's pretty close. It's not exact, but if that's the hinge, that's the hinge in, that's fine. Right about there.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
But at least now we can walk in without really
Yeah, no, you can get the hacksaw and
falling.
this will work. Yay, we have a door frame. It's getting there.
Okay. For eyeball cutting, that ain't bad.
Nope. Not bad at all.
So now, we just gotta figure out what we're doing. and get me a screw.
Yeah.
And we'll zap this in, and then that way I can just outline it on the back side.
Where you want it?
Looks about even with that reveal wax. There's a slap on right there, real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Now, set me one right there. If you could put me one right here, that'll get us a. Okay. That should give me enough to where I can create my cut for the peak. Whoo, buddy.
Yeah, that was a lot of work today.
That was. And that is looking mighty good if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, we got the door framed out. We've got all of the metal up and around minus this little sliver. And then we got to make the door and then this side over here. And then obviously the parts that were missing for the roof, but that's okay.
That is what it is. You know, the funny thing is,
Huh.
I'm pretty sure we have enough metal in the brown to do that last sliver if we really wanted to.
I wonder how you got your wires crossed.
I don't know.
You double, triple, quadruple measure. We spend hours
no
out here
idea
with that
what
measuring
happened.
tape.
Like I said, something happened and it went a little haywire one way or another. I got more of the brown. I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It's all good though, friends. But as for today, Brittany's still here, but she is inside getting things prepared for dinner for us.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids just got home. So she's up there cracking the whip, making sure the kids do their chores, starting to get all the meat and stuff out for us to do some cooking. So we're going to go inside and do our family thing. We're going to hit this back up tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to finish the doorway. And then there was something that Gary and I were talking about too.
Yep.
Which actually, let me bring you guys along. So Gary and I have been talking about where we're going to put our airflow vents.
Yep.
Now the top of the ridge gap is going to stay vented, so there is going to be some humidity and some flow kind of going that way. But since this is a metal tin building, we want it to have good airflow. It can get
Yep.
really hot in here for those chickens.
Yep.
So.
And I don't want to do the normal just little vents, you know, that
Yeah.
we could put in and whatnot. And I've threw out the idea. They do have like the little spinny dishes, you know, for vents
Mm-hmm.
on everything. But I feel like it would be better if we had actual like doorways,
Like
flaps,
bigger window type things that
Yeah.
we can have wide open during the summer and then close up for the winter.
Yep.
So I've actually seen like on Amazon and different places solar fans as well that we could fit those with for the summertime, so it will actually be blowing air in here, which I think that we're definitely going to need to get a head start on it. We probably won't have that by the time that we get the chickens, but that's okay. They're going to be babies.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
So they'll be all right for the first little bit.
They'll be wanting that humidity and that heat and
Yeah.
everything.
It's actually so much nicer in here than it is just outside.
It
in the
is.
sun. Like it's actually way cooler in here. But I think a lot of that has to do with the breeze that's blowing through here right now.
Correct.
So we were talking about putting that kind of vent all the way up at the very top on both sides here.
Where the
and
triangle is basically.
yeah, this side and then that side, so that way the air would kind of blow through. The problem is that the only one that would be able to reach it is this guy, unless we all get a ladder. And I don't want to be bringing a ladder over here every single time. So I told Gary, hey, maybe we can consolidate our ideas and still do the same thing, but a different location. And we're kind of tossing it back and forth. Maybe that side of the door,
Yep.
we're going to put like a rectangular window type thing that we flap open, flap closed. And
Yep.
then another one again on this side too. So that way the air breeze can just kind of shoot through here and keep this more well circulated.
Yep.
And then if we do get one of those fan things, we can put it over there and blow it and push it all out.
Yep.
So there's one of our things. Now, I know some of y'all that have been following this build journey are probably wondering why is the door right here? Because the last time that we were talking with you guys about it, we had plans on putting the door kind of in the middle. So before we go, we're going to update with you guys with some more plans because I'm just now realizing that we haven't done any of that. And then we're going to skedaddle. So Gary, what's the updated plan? Obviously the door is going to go here.
Yep. So, I mean, biggest thing is the chicken coop. This is like the animal house run right here. We already got a door for the chicken coop on this side, right? So it only makes sense to put this door on this side to keep all the doors this way. And we can visually see it from the house of like, hey, that door ain't closed, you know? But not only that, because we're going to be having this be a goat enclosure later on, we really need to think a little bit ahead as well. And that's sort of what we did and why we said, hey, let's move the door over here to make it a little bit easier for us to get in and clean the area. But also when we make the pins for the goats, this is a perfect size area for a pin area. And we can go all the way back, split it into two, have 2 pin areas right there. And then this whole area would still be big enough for like the older ones that don't need to be pinned up. Whatever. I don't know.
Like birthing stations.
Birthing stations, like if one gets injured, they need to go into like their own separate pin, right? We'd have enough space inside of here to be able to do it all. So I feel like this makes it just that much nicer and easier for everything because a wheelbarrow can fit through here and it would be easy to access. Another thing that you guys might be thinking, how are you going to be putting all the, you know, nesting areas and all that other stuff on this backside if they're going to be entering back and forth that way? We've changed that thought as well. So over here is going to house our shed that we're going to have, as well as the water and everything. This is going to be like the food and water station for them. So now that this is going to be feeding and water station area and everything else like that, they need a run, you know. So run will be over here on this side, and we will be able to have it go this whole bottom rest of the tier and everything. And we'll have to obviously move our horse trailer and all that other fun stuff. But first things first, build it, and they will come. So It's coming there, and it's gonna be really, really nice. This is gonna give them a nice little paddock area right here, and we'll be able to have them graze pretty nice right here. And then we'll be able to take them out in the forest and have them graze some more and clean up everything else. I'm really excited about this. This is a whole new adventure, a whole new game. And I think it's going to be nice.
Well, our plans have definitely gone through a few different adaptations, but I think that we've narrowed it down to about how it's going to work. We've had some advice from our friends, our family. Y'all at home have left us some really good tips, trips, and advice, and we're heeding it. So we're definitely going to implement a lot of those things and continue on this build, but we're not going to do it today. Tomorrow is another day.
Yes, yeah. It's getting late. It's getting to the point where I need to get hydrated, and we got kiddos running amok. So
yep, it's about that time. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and watching today's episode. I'm going to ask you guys to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as for usual, friends, until the next one, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.